Nerdist news. Made the sound effect. Keanu Reeves is making a comeback. Again! After already having made a comeback in 2014 with the cult hit action noir pick John Wick, and before that, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and before that with The Lake House, Neo has ascended to the top of the box office again with John Wick Chapter 2, pulling in $30 million and coming in third overall behind the Lego Batman movie and 50 Shades Darker. So basically, if you went to the movies this weekend and you don't have kids and or are not a sexually curious 45-year-old woman from the Midwest, this is probably the film you went and saw. And considering its comparatively low budget, the week one haul makes Wick 2 a bona fide hit. So what's a Keanu gotta do to stay in the limelight up in this B? Well, according to someone very close to Mr. Reeves, apparently he's developing a third movie in the much-beloved Bill and Ted franchise.
Excellent!
That's right, Ted Theodore Logan and Bill S. Preston Esquire might be taking a trip in their time-traveling phone booth, riding it all the way from their heyday in early 90s to present day. Now, I know what you're thinking, this happens every time. Keanu makes a comeback, then talks about making another Bill and Ted movie, but then for whatever reason, I'm looking at you, knock knock, Keanu goes away and takes all hope of more Bill and Ted with him. So you're probably assuming this is bullshit, right?
What?
Well, not this time, so far, because that source close to Mr. Reeves, well, turns out he's super legit considering it was Keanu Reeves himself who dropped the bomb during an appearance on BBC One's The Graham Norton Show. So not only are hopes still alive, but apparently the script actually has writers now, and the writers actually have a story. And what a story it is. The film promises to deliver on all the time-travel-y, nether-realmy tropes we've come to love, but what are the details? Well, you can take them from Neo's lips to God's ears.
Basically, they're supposed to write a song to save the world, and they haven't done that. So the pressure of having to save the world, you know, their marriages are falling apart, their kids are kind of mad at them, but then someone comes from the future and tells them if they don't write the song, it's just not the world now, it's the universe. And so they have to save the universe because the time is breaking apart, and so then elements of the past are coming into the.
I must be that person from the. I have to be the person from the future. I have to be.
Damn, they have to save the whole universe with a song. That is a lot of pressure for a couple of 50-year-old dimwits. But as Keanu said, they're going to have some help. Someone's coming back from the future to fill them in on the deets. But the question is who? Sadly, George Carlin won't be returning as crusty, lovable Rufus because, well, he's been dead for almost a decade. R.I.P. Georgie, much love. So again, I ask you, who will this new character be? Let's see. They're obviously from the distant future. He, she is probably fairly wise, a good listener, a great teacher, and I don't know, maybe one of the race of near immortals who were scattered by the Borg. Holy shit. Is it possible the answer was right there in front of us the entire time? They're going to be mentored by f***ing Guinan! Oh, hey, Keanu, you're still writing it, and if you watch Nerdist News like we are pretty sure you do, think about it. It's a good pitch. Anyway, what do you guys think? Will the third Bill and Ted flick be an excellent adventure or just another bogus journey? Who do you think should replace Rufus? Hopefully, we'll find out in the next year or so, as long as Keanu doesn't disappear on us again. Let's discuss. And thanks to Ubisoft and their new Melee combat game, For Honor, for sponsoring today's show. Choose your faction and battle it out as a member of the Knights, Vikings, or Samurai, with tons of heroes to choose from and maps to play on. Be sure you don't miss For Honor, coming out tomorrow, February 14th. Go to forhonor.ubisoft.com to learn more and pick up a copy.